Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs is the third book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, and it's amazing. It's just as good, if not better, than the first two. The first one, we've got Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, then we've got Hollow City, and then we've got Library of Souls, which has, in my opinion, the coolest cover. So for those of you who have never read any of these books, stop the video, go buy them and read them. But this series is about a guy named Jacob Portman and this band of peculiar people that he meets, and they go on some pretty amazing wild adventures, but not because they want to, because they have to survive. And that's what makes this story so good. It's not just a random book about random people with random powers and abilities doing random things. They're literally doing what they need to survive. So aside from being just all around cool, you've got these brilliant, creepy old photos. Just so you know, if you've read any of these before, this one gets even creepier than the other two. The setting is my absolute favorite part, and I'm not going to give away too much about that because the setting plays such a big role in this book, but it's completely different than what you're used to. It's sort of out of the regular world. I'm not even sure how to explain it. So amazing. One other thing is if you get the hardback edition, which the splurge, you take the dust jacket off, it's got all of the signatures from the original cast of Peculiar Children, even Addison. And for those of you who've read these books, Addison is my favorite character. He's a talking dog. A talking dog. So it's just a really creepy, all-around brilliant book. It's got this sort of Victorian vibe to it because you've got these older characters that, see, if you haven't read the first two, it might be a little confusing, but you've got these older characters who live in loops, and these loops preserve them in the time that they lived in. So if you lived in like the 1950s and you're in a loop for the 1950s, you're still going to be dressing that clothing and you're still going to be living sort of this 1950s lifestyle. Pretty cool. So you've got a complete variety of characters from different time periods, different loops, different powers. And believe me, powers get even cooler in this one. The abilities are so much cooler in this book than they have ever been. 5 stars without a doubt. Big book, about 450 some pages, tons to read, but that's what you want. And but that's what you want in a book. Definitely check it out. I'll put the link in the description where you can buy this brilliant thing, this brilliant piece of literary history, because believe me, it will be. And you definitely want to read these before the movie comes out next year. Tim Burton's directing it or something, so it's going to be wild, and you definitely want to read these before then. Such a great book. Highly recommended. 5 stars, easily 5 stars.